Myself, Dr. P.P. Vani from Gokhale Education Society's R.S. Sapat College of Engineering, Management Studies and Research Nasik welcome you all in video lecture series for engineering chemistry on water technology. From this video, you will able to learn ion exchange process and composition of ion exchange resin, how this ion exchange resin process takes place for purification of water, how it works, and reactions involved in this process, and advantages and disadvantages of this process. This method is mainly used for removal of hardness of water under the heading external treatment. In external treatment, there are two methods for removal of hardness of water. First is called as a zeolite and second is called as a ion exchange method. In this video, we are concentrating on second method, I think called as a ion exchange method. As the name of this method indicates, ion exchange of ion takes place. So which ions? I think ions are nothing but positively charged as well as negatively charged ions. That is the first method. As you know, zeolite method. This method is used for removal of hardness, but this method gives idea only about the positively charged ions removal, and does not give idea about the negatively charged ions. That's why second method come into existence to avoid the drawbacks of this first method, zeolite. That's why in ion exchange method, both positively charged as well as negatively charged ions are removed, and it is a better than zeolite method. So how this ion exchange method works? Ion exchange method require the ion exchange resin. Resins are nothing but the polymer. These are the some picture showing the structure of this ion exchange resin. Ion exchange resin nothing but the polymeric membrane. This polymeric membrane, see here, this polymer chain. This polymer chain is a cross-link chain, and cross-link chain having fixed resin functional group that are exchangeable with the other cations as well as anions. Means this shows a structure of ion exchange resin. This is a view for ion exchange resin. How this reaction takes place? Suppose if you take the ion exchange as a cation exchange resin, means positively charged ions. See here, Na plus ions are shown, and this Na plus ions in exchange they releases H plus ion. In detail we will have to see that reaction, but in short we are saying that ion exchange resin, how this exchange of ion takes place. This cation exchange resin, this reaction shows a cation exchange resin in exchange, that is Na plus ions are shown here, and Na plus ions are exchanged with the H plus ion, that is H plus ions are cation, Na plus ions are cation. Cations are exchanged with cations only. That ion exchange resin, it is a insoluble cross-linked long chain organic polymer. What is ion exchange resin or cation exchange resin or anion exchange resin? These resins are insoluble, cross-linked and long chain organic polymers. Means in short, these ion exchange resins or membrane that are used in ion exchange method are the polymeric membrane. These are micropore structure and have functional group attached to the chain, that is polymer chain, and that's why they are responsible for exchange of ion. They are responsible for exchange of ions. See here, this cation exchange resin having acidic functional group. This cation exchange resin has an acidic functional group and capable of exchanging their H plus COOH H plus and SO3 H plus, that is that H plus ions are exchanged with the other cations, whereas anion exchange resin contains the basic functional group, that is R3N3 OH minus, that is tertiary ammonium salt, that is called as a tertiary ammonium salt, and OH minus ions are exchanged with the other anions. H plus ions are exchanged with the other cations, and based on the above resins, these are classified into cation exchange resin as well as anion exchange resin. Means this process consists of removal of cation as well as anion and required cation exchange resin as well as anion exchange resin to exchange cations and anions, that you get the water free from cations as well as anions. What is the structure of this cation exchange resin? See here, it is a polymeric chain. It is a polymeric chain. Cation exchange resin is a polymeric chain. SO3H group is shown in that region, and tertiary ammonium group is shown here. It is a polymeric chain, and this polymeric chain is a cross-link chain. That is the structure of cation exchange resin. This is the structure of cation exchange resin, and this is the structure of anion exchange resin. That tertiary ammonium group as well as acidic or sulfated group is attached to the polymeric chain. How this cation exchange as well as anion exchange process takes place, that is, we say that it is a ion exchange method. See here, this method consists of two cylinders. First cylinder is a cation exchange resin, and second cylinder is exchange of anion takes place. When you see that, what happens? See here, I think it is a source of hard water. It comes on the cation exchange bed. We say that it is a cation exchange bed. It is one of the layer of cation exchange. Then second, in cylinder, anion exchange resin. When you put the hard water, see here, when you put the hard water into that bed, cation exchange, only cations are exchanged. And in exchange, suppose sodium, Na plus, calcium, Ca2 plus, magnesium, Mg2 plus, these cations are trapped by this cation exchange membrane, and in exchange they release H plus ions. As you know, this cation exchange resin consists of COOH group or SO3H group. Then H plus ions are released, and all these cations are trapped by this membrane. When that H plus ions along with some anions are trapped by this anion exchange resin, and in exchange they release OH minus ion. In exchange they release OH minus ion. That H plus and OH minus ion, I think we get a soft water. Then in your mind, one question: is it possible to reverse the case? Is it possible to reverse the case? Means instead of passing the water through cation exchange resin first, is it possible to pass the water through anion exchange resin first? I think answer for that question is no. What happens if you pass the hard water through anion exchange resin first? What happens? All anions are trapped, and in exchange they release OH minus ion till cations are present. Which are the cations? That is Ca2 plus and Mg2 plus, for example, are the cations. And in exchange, when it releases the OH minus ion, if you are pass the water through first anion exchange resin, anions are trapped, and in exchange they release OH minus ion. When they release OH minus ion, some of the cations, that is calcium and magnesium, are present, and when this calcium and magnesium are present, it forms a precipitate of calcium hydroxide and magnesium hydroxide. When it forms the precipitate of calcium and magnesium hydroxide, further exchange of ions will be stopped in that cation exchange resin. That's why it is not possible to pass the water through first anion exchange resin and then cation exchange resin. You will have to pass the water first with cation exchange resin only. I think this is the process how this reaction takes place. I think this is the explanation for this process. What are the reaction takes place? The process in this reaction, how this reaction takes place. First is a reaction occurring in a cation exchange. See here, suppose cation exchange resin contain R per resin and H plus. Exchange of ion takes place. That calcium and magnesium here, hard water containing compound, hard water containing ions, calcium and magnesium. When this calcium and magnesium, this membrane becomes of the calcium and magnesium. When this membrane becomes of the calcium and magnesium, see here, when this membrane becomes of the calcium and magnesium, then further exchange of ions stop. That's why you will have to add continuous source of H plus ion. That's why here we are added as a source of H plus ion for continuous exchange of cations with the cation. Dilute HCl will be injected. Similarly, here for source of OH minus ion, as the exchange of anions takes place, source NaOH is added on this membrane to maintain or regenerate the membrane and as it is, and continuous exchange of ion will be takes place. So similarly see here, when this membrane becomes of calcium resin as well as magnesium resin, further exchange of ion stops. That's why you require to regenerate. How? For anion exchange takes place. Anion exchange are OH minus, anions are Cl minus, SO4 2 minus. This membrane becomes of the resin of sulfate as well as chloride, and further exchange of ion takes place, and in exchange there is OH minus as well as H plus. So at the end of this process, H plus and OH minus are released and H2O is formed. But when this membrane becomes of the calcium resin as well as a sulfate or chloride resin, further exchange of ion takes place. That's why I think we are added HCl as a source of H plus and NaOH as a source of OH minus ion to regenerate the membrane, and this process is called as a regeneration. See here, the reaction is shown here. Rc is given, Rca2 plus is given. When you add a source as H plus for dilute HCl, what happen? This membrane becomes of the RH as it is, and it releases Ca2 plus. Similarly for the anion exchange resin, when this membrane becomes of the sulfate resin, when you add NaOH as a source of OH minus ion, what happen? This membrane becomes of the ROH. When this membrane becomes of the ROH as well as RH for the cation exchange resin, then exchange of ions takes place continuously and you get the water free from cations as well as anions. So that is the process and reactions involved in ion exchange resin. What is the advantages of this process? This process, I think, zero hardness. First, it zero hardness and no ionic impurities are present because all cations as well as anions are removed, and equipment requires a very small space and easy to operate. What are the disadvantages? The setup is costly and it causes a costly chemical. The water should be turbid. The water should not be turbid. That is, if it is turbid, it will block the membrane, and if it blocks the membrane, exchange of ion does not take place, and process can be operated only on a small scale for purification of water. These are the advantages and disadvantages of this process. So I think from that video you will able 100% you will able to learn the ion exchange method, how this process takes place, what are the reactions involved in it, and what are the disadvantages of this process. So thank you very much for your patience listening. आणि किती